I am the laziest person I know. Literally. I have an Amazon Echo Dot to control basically everything now. The only two light bulbs that that I interact with on a daily basis that are not controlled by Alexa are these two, but that's because I draw at this table and I don't want to tell my computer, desk off.
Okay.
I don't want it to turn off these as well. Computer, desk on.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, my bedside is controlled by Alexa, my desk is controlled by Alexa, and now that I have Spotify, my music is controlled by Alexa. Computer, play. Yeah, so I'm very lazy. Also, computer, pause. Another point of laziness. I really like succulents. I like raising succulents, I like planting succulents, the whole 9 yards. I also happen to have a black thumb. I cannot raise plants to save my life. So, like, if I was a farmer, I would starve to death. Just, there's that. So, I have my little succulent farm down here, and it is controlled by Alexa. I don't do anything with it. I planted them and I let them grow. And I think I might have, how should we put this? Einsteined the heck out of them because I put 2 grow bulbs over them and tuned them to what I thought was the correct frequency, but it turned out to have a little too much blue light in it. And so the stems went crazy. So they're all like mutantly tall and it's very bizarre. Now, the whole Alexa plus laziness equals perfection equation happened about a year ago because my brother, when he got his first good job, decided to buy a bunch of Hue bulbs and an Amazon Echo Dot. And then from there, it just kind of spiraled down. I got one for my desk, which has been the one that has sat here since I got it. It has not moved. I got one for my room, which literally only turns off and turns on my bedside light. That's all it does. I just say, computer, bedside on.
Okay.
When I go to sleep, I say, computer, bedside off.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was a good investment of about $75 because there's the $50 Amazon Echo Dot and then the $20-ish TP-Link dimmable smart bulb, which I now have a lot of. I specifically don't use smart bulbs on here, as I mentioned before, but I am going to replace these at some point with smart bulbs, and this is going to become my art desk, and so I will say something like art desk on, and it will turn my art desk on, and then that will stay my main desk. I think from there it kind of snowballed to my dad, who now has an Amazon Echo Dot, and so we have oh, I forgot one. So my brother got a second Amazon Echo Dot, so he has one in his room that controls his lights, like I do. And then he got a second one for our library, which controls music, and it can control the lights, and basically everything. So when you go in the library, you can say, computer, play Tycho.
Playing songs by Tycho from Spotify.
Okay, before this gets copyright strike. Computer, pause. So yeah, we now have one in his bedroom, one in my bedroom, one in the library, one at my desk, and my dad has one at his desk upstairs, and so we have a total of 5 Amazon Echo Dots for a household of 4 people. My future plans for my Amazon Echo Dots are, when I move out on my own, to have a fully, I almost said autonomous, but it's not autonomous, fully enabled smart home in the form of my first apartment. And so that way, I can just walk into my future apartment and whether or not I have roommates won't really matter because I'll be able to say, computer, apartment on.
I think you're asking about flatulence. Flatulence, also called fart or flatus, is caused by intestinal gas, which is either swallowed with food or created during digestion. This gas contains methane, which leads to the odor.
You nasty! You need Jesus! I'm sorry. That wasn't supposed to happen. And that's another thing. Alexa isn't that great at understanding people sometimes. And not in the same way that I am. Like, I can hear somebody and not understand them, but when I do hear them, I understand them most of the time. And so the problem is Alexa mishears words as other words, whereas when I misunderstand something, I just say, "Why are you talking so quietly? Speak up." So, yeah, that's definitely a big flaw. And, hey Siri, tell me a joke.
I don't think you'd understand a joke in my language. They're not so funny, anyway.
It's like mind-blowingly fast. Like, fast to the point where it's like, how you do this? How do you do this? Siri has gotten shockingly good. Like, to the point where it is faster than probably Google Assistant and Alexa, which is mind-blowing. Although she's still really bad at answering questions. I mean, Google Assistant isn't slow. Okay, Google, take me to Suntronic. It'll get there eventually. I know how to get there without Google. So, as an update addendum to this video, I'm now moving from Apple Music to Spotify because Spotify got that sweet, sweet Hulu deal, and I like me some Rick and Morty and cartoons, and sometimes I just can't help myself. And really, I mean, Apple though, like, it's not bad. Apple Music is still one of my favorites. It's just that it isn't as appealing as Spotify in some ways. Like, a Spotify account is like hip and cool, whereas an Apple Music account is like an old person trying to be hip and cool. And by old person, in this case, I mean iTunes and Apple trying to be hip and cool, because Beats Radio is dope. And as always, thanks for watching.